What's up, YouTube? Top Flight USA back with another one.
So,
How you doing, brother?
I'm doing good, man.
All right. What's
Uh,
your what's
my,
your name, age, and where you from?
my name is Matt. I'm 26. Originally from Ethiopia.
Ethiopia.
Yeah,
Okay, that's what's up, man. Shout out to
yeah,
Ethiopia.
appreciate that, man.
They said that's that's the homeland.
Yeah. Homeland. I've been here about 15 years.
Okay.
Um, I'm fully a citizen. Uh, let's see. I stayed with my parents for about 2 years. My adoption didn't go so great. I got separated from my sister at the airport. We got separated. She went to South Carolina. I went to North Carolina. For about 2 years, staying with my adopted parents. She got killed in 2014.
Oh wow, man. I'm
And
sorry to hear about that.
yeah, so I've been really going through the system, really. That's my only problem right now. I'm still
Okay.
stuck in it. Um,
Well,
yes,
let's pause it right
yeah,
there and try to build the interview up a little bit. So you was born in Ethiopia?
yeah, I was born and raised there till I was like 8.
8 years old,
Yeah,
and then you came to the States.
yeah.
And as you made your way to the States, you came with your parents?
No, my original, my blood related parents. My mom passed away when I was a baby.
Oh, wow.
I ain't
I'm
never
sorry to
seen my
hear about
dad.
that. So your mom passed away at a young age when you was young, and you never knew your dad?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. So uh, growing up, how did it make you feel to know that your mom passed away when you was young?
It was rough. As in, like, when I came here, they were trying to, like, make me forget everything.
Mm.
Um, they already knew my history. They already knew my mom passed away when I was a baby. They knew I didn't meet my dad. I was going through, uh, like a mental therapy. I had a therapist for that. Um, I guess they were trying to, like, make me, like, change my thought process. I have a new mom, so they wanted me to, like, call her mom and stuff.
Right.
So, like, it was difficult.
So how did that make you feel? Did you call her mom, or did you feel like that was your
I
mom?
mean, I was like, maybe it's like a second chance. Maybe I should give it a chance. So I did start calling her mom after a while, but they had their own kids. Um, my stepsister and my stepbrother, which we didn't get along at all. Um,
Why do
right
you
I
say
started
that?
speaking English, like right as I started speaking English, and I can understand what they were saying. The first word I heard was the Nigger, and that's what they were calling me the whole time. I just didn't know.
So you was with your foster parents is white?
Yeah, their
Okay.
kids, right? I mean, that was another weird part too. I mean, I didn't see it as a racial thing. It was just uncomfortable for me because everybody up in there is, skin tone different. They talk different. They treat me different than their kids. Like we're not. Christmas comes, they get, what they ask for. I get everything that I did not ask for. Like it'll be the opposite of everything I asked for.
Oh wow.
I asked for an iPod because everybody at school got iPods. And after you finish your work, your teacher will allow you to listen to your music. And instead of an iPod, they bought me a radio. They plug into a wall. So I gotta go around the room to find that outlet. Like
Oh wow.
it was so like the love they got for their kids, they didn't have for me. So it was like felt out of place. And I
Wow.
still do to this day. Feel out of place. Like I don't belong here. I ain't got no family out here. I don't know nobody out here besides the people that I met out here, which I
Right.
call family. But them people you can't really trust either. So I don't fully know.
Right. And I'm sorry that you feel that way, brother. Uh, you're definitely here for a reason. You know, God put everybody here for a reason. You just gotta find your
Yeah.
reason. You know.
That's another thing right there. I like to find my purpose to where I feel like I belong in this part of the world. Um, Like sometimes I wish I was, not here, like where I was at. I wish they left me there because I was more. I mean, it was bad over there, as in death rates. They higher because we ain't got no hospitals. We ain't got nothing. I mean, no resource, no structure, no. Our government's bad, but it seems like this government about to be bad. Got Donald Trump in the White House. You know, Trump's scared about that because I'm African. He wants us to go back. He wants the Mexicans to go back. You know,
Right.
that's
How did you feel when you got to the airport and you were separated from your sister?
I was scared, really. I didn't know that was gonna happen. My parents sort of like shooed me away from her, and they turned my back towards like the plane door. So whenever she left out of my sight, I took off.
Mm.
They got there that way the airport is set up. The plane's on that side. It's like a zip line that you gotta walk through. So I went under the zip line. The military base is right on the other side. So I done went into the military. So they were doing their practice and shit. And I was trying to run off and get back to my sister. So I couldn't. And by the time I done got on the plane, I sort of like slept it off.
Wow.
Um, it was hard to process it. Hard to figure out why I didn't have no control over it.
Did you ever ask them in that moment, why are you separating me from my sister?
I did, but
What did they
they
say?
didn't speak Arabic. So I spoke
Right.
fully Arabic.
You didn't even know
Um,
English at the
no
time.
English, no nothing. Um, it was like down dropping to even, you know, think about that. I can't speak English to y'all to let y'all know how I feel. So y'all don't even know how I feel right now. Y'all kidnapping me to a whole new state. I'm in the country. Y'all
Right.
about to take me to a whole new area. I don't even know. No family there. The only family I had is my sister. That's the only thing I know. And y'all taking that away from me. So that's all I ever known about them.
Hmm.
They take stuff away from me, stuff I cared about, and now I have nothing. So
Wow.
it's like oh, I hear every day, people say, it would be okay, you know, she's in a better place. That shit.
How did your sister pass away?
Um, that was about the craziest part I ever found out. Read about it, about how she died and what they got charged with. They locked them up. The mom and the dad got locked up. They let the dad out though, because he wasn't at home most of the time. He working. It was the mom. They had four kids. One they owned, three adopted, including my sister that made five. So whenever the kids act up or they do like small shit, like drop, they got juice cup, they drop it on the floor, you got juice on the floor, you gotta clean it up.
Right.
Mama think, she gonna they got chickens and stuff, I guess they raise farm animals.
Okay.
So she done cut chicken, the chicken throat and shit, and tied it around the kid's neck, talking about it's gonna take all the evil spirits out of y'all and
Mm.
all that bad. And some of that is true, depending on what religion you are and where you're from. They do have rituals like that. But to see that an American that the state, you know, authorized for an adoption, that my sister got killed outside, hypothermia, in the cold, snow, no clothes.
Wow.
That's what they did to her. They put her outside as a consequence. But like
Wow.
again, that shit,
Is it
it
a?
does something to you, Like,
Yeah.
and I
Man,
wasn't there. Like,
it's just
that I feel like that's my fault too. You know,
no.
like
It's not
I
your
can
fault,
protect
bro.
her. I was older than her. Your your oldest is supposed to protect your youngest, especially if that's your family. So I can't do nothing.
Right.
You know.
Where did that happen at?
She was in South Carolina. I don't know exactly where.
Is it a news report I can maybe pull
Mm-hmm.
up
Yeah.
and
Her
read
name is
about this?
Hannah. Hanna.
Okay. And what city did that happen in?
Um, so I could just. It was in 2014. say just look up adoption by a white American family 2014 named Hannah.
Okay. And
And
it should pop
it
up.
should pop up. There should be about the third one. One, two, three. There should be about the third
Okay.
one.
Called House of Horrors, where young Hannah Williams died. Hannah's adoptive parents are accused of starving and beating her and leaving her outside in the cold to die. KOMO 4's Michelle Esteban has been listening to the emotional closing arguments today. She is live in Mount Vernon with more. Michelle?
Well, Eric, it's been 7 weeks of testimony, so a very full day today, chock full of details and closing arguments, some very disturbing, including photographs. And as you mentioned, on occasion, there were a number of people in the gallery just tearing up. At one point, the judge asked people if they couldn't control themselves to leave the courtroom. The other thing that we saw today, the husband and wife in this case, pitted against each other. 7 weeks of testimony boiled down to nearly 2.5 hours of closing arguments from prosecutor Rich Wyrich. He insists Larry and Carrie Williams are guilty of homicide by abuse in the death of their adoptive daughter, Hannah Williams.
They both played an integral part in this little house of horrors.
He summed up Hannah's death and the alleged abuse of her deaf brother Emmanuel in seconds.
As they tortured and starved Hannah Williams until she passed away, and they tortured and assaulted Emmanuel Williams.
Wyrich told the jury Hannah weighed 76 pounds in 2008 when adopted from Ethiopia. A year later, her weight 108 pounds. At her death in 2011, she weighed only 78 pounds. He showed a tiny closet he alleges Hannah was forced to live in, reviewed Hannah's autopsy photos, including pictures of scars the prosecutor said came from being hit with a plastic rod.
When I saw her picture, when I saw the scars, she lost a lot of weight, the bruises, I could see a lot of turmoil and pain on her face.
The state described a 1.5-year-long pattern of alleged abuse.
These children were denied food, placed in untenable situations to spend their time. They were beaten with belts, glue sticks.
Mr. Williams had absolutely nothing whatsoever to do with it.
Larry Williams' defense attorney countered that the father was not home when Hannah died. She told the jury he loved Hannah and his wife, quote, designed, planned, and implemented the discipline.
He's told you that he feels responsible. He feels ashamed.
Now, Carrie Williams' attorney has not yet had his chance to address the jury. That's going to happen first thing tomorrow at 9 a.m. But I can tell you that during the trial, Carrie was very clear. She blamed the discipline on her husband. And she also said that Hannah unintentionally killed herself. On the day that she died, she said she was being, quote, oppositional and rebellious, refusing to come in out of the cold, and that she was acting out on a regular basis.
Yeah, man.
My adoption paper is online as well. There's a Chotner Family Healthcare Adoption. You'll just see my whole report on there. I seen that whenever I turned 18. Like, I was in a group home. It was my last group home. Well, I was gonna make it my last group home because I was gonna run off. Because I've been in the system so long that they wouldn't listen to me. They wouldn't listen to me. They wouldn't take my opinion. My opinion didn't matter no more. I found out once I got older, I took a little more control because I'm still having a hard time processing everything because I don't have no documents. I ain't got no ID. I ain't got no birth certificate. I ain't got nothing. I mean, nothing. I'm out here at 26 years old with no ID, nothing to prove who I am. So, you know, the police walk up to me like whenever I be doing stuff I'm not supposed to be or with people and they be smoking, they walk up, they ask me for my name. So I give them my name and they're like, well, you're not in our system. Well, I ain't in your system because I haven't done anything bad and end up in jail and stuff. So, you know, I ain't gonna be in your system like that.
Right.
I went Social Security. Social Security told me my social is everywhere, literally. I asked for my, like, whenever I was 17, I had asked my adoptive parents to send me all my information, and she apparently posted it on like Facebook or like one of them public profiles where everybody could see it.
Wow.
And now my social is everywhere. So I don't know like what people would do with that. You know, scammers out here. You got all type of weird criminals that want to go through your shit.
Right.
And so every time I go Social Security now, they can't identify me. Like, it's so weird, and they won't help me. And I'm trying to stress to them, so y'all Social Security, y'all supposed to protect my stuff. Y'all to, you know, like not share my stuff with nobody. Put a lock on my stuff when I ask you to. They won't even do none of that unless I have proof. But I ain't got no proof. So how am I supposed to prove that?
Right.
Like, it's so stressful out here. I want to get better, you know. I'm living with somebody paying rent right now, and
Okay.
I'll do what I can to like help out. But it's hard to make a living with no ID.
Right. You don't have no documents, so
Yeah, like,
you can't even
and
work
I can't
if you
even
want
get
to.
the documents here. That's the problem. I can't get my birth certificate here. I'm gonna have to call over there where I was born at. I don't speak no Arabic, so like I can't even call over there because they all, you know, different language. I done lost most of my language trying to learn English.
Wow.
I learned English in 4 months just watching SpongeBob. I can't learn Arabic back because, you know, it's foreign. It sounds different. It's
Right.
letters is different. So like every time I look at it, you know, it's like let's see, what's that Science Channel where you can't understand anything they say.
Right. Going back to your childhood, what kind of student was you in school?
Okay, so in Ethiopia, whenever I started school, I couldn't really see. I didn't have these glasses. And without glasses, I'm literally just blind as hell. So whenever I was in school over there, I couldn't learn nothing. I couldn't see the board. Everything is like writing, math is on the board. So we ain't had no utensils and stuff to write with. I couldn't see the board. I had to tell the teacher that I couldn't see, but we didn't have no glasses over there. I ain't no place to go get glasses until I came over here, and they figured out that I was blind, literally. Couldn't see nothing. I can't see up close. I can't see far away. And these glasses like really thick. I mean, they're about to break though. 'Cause I've been dropping them a lot. I have to sleep with them at night because I can't see everywhere. Pretty much. Shower.
Right. Man, it seems like you done been through a lot of challenges in life, man.
Yeah, but that's part of life. Challenges to overcome. You know, don't think of it as a big punishment. Like God up there punish you for everything. He knows what. It's like when they say He knows what you're going through. So He knows I'm going through pain and struggles. And they say God is loving. He'll never have you struggling or anything. But struggle is a part of life. If He comes and rescues you out of a situation, you ain't gonna learn nothing from it, except for that God rescued you out of it. But He ain't always gonna rescue you. He's gonna put you in situations where you're gonna have to figure out for yourself how to come out of it.
It's like a lesson.
Yeah, that's a part of life, and I see that. I know that. But it's still hard. You're still gonna cry. You're still gonna pout. You're still gonna be mad. But have hope.
Right.
Have faith.
Did you ever get the chance to graduate high school?
I sure did. 2017. That was like my #1 goal. If everything else was going wrong in my life, I was gonna make it at high school.
That's what's up, bro.
I got my GED. I tried college for a few months at a culinary. I love cooking.
Okay.
Like, it's my passion, and drawing is my passion.
Okay.
I want to get into tattooing, but I haven't found nobody that take the time to teach me.
Can you draw really good?
Yeah.
I want to see some of your work, man.
Shoot, I ain't got it right now. It's all at my friend's house. A friend of mine let me stay there as long as I help out with rent,
Right.
cooking and cleaning.
You got a phone?
I do actually, but it ain't on. I can't even figure out this phone because it ain't got like it would say phone number unknown. It ain't got no phone number unknown.
I'm gonna give you my information after the video. stay in touch with me.
Yeah, I will.
Cause I like you, brother. I feel like out of all of those challenges you went through, it's got to be something amazing on the other side.
Yeah.
Like you ain't reached it yet, but you could be almost there if you put yourself in that situation to be almost there. You know what I'm saying? I see you out here with the people in the street. How often do you be out here?
Before I got with them, I was out here 24/7, night through day, rain, snow. I was out here like 2019. It snowed out here. We got about what 3-4 inches of snow.
Okay.
I was right here in a tent. The homeless people were somewhere else. I didn't know where because I just got it. I just got out, came over here and slept the whole night. Woke up about 3 o'clock in the middle of the night. Police all surrounded me talking about the city don't want you here, the city this, the city that. I'm like, bro, like, it's in the middle of the night. What am I doing? I ain't hurting nobody.
Right.
I ain't doing nothing to nobody. I'm over here by myself. I don't know where the homeless people are. Like, I ain't get no information, a hotel room open, people giving out hotels, church open up. There is churches out here that open up 24/7 at night. So you can stay in and sleep. And
Okay.
you got to get out at 7 o'clock in the morning.
Okay.
But, usually I don't go to those because I know what's going to happen in there.
What
happens at the IRC. That's why they're about to close that thing down.
what do you mean what's gonna happen in the churches?
Some of these homeless people, I mean, it's just me. Some of the homeless people that's out here, some of them are not homeless. I mean, I have my what do you call it, proof. I mean, I can prove it to you that some of them ain't homeless. They send people out here from other cities. Some of them are from the city council people. They have set up where somebody in there will be or pretend to be homeless just to like report something that people do out here, and it's done happened before. I've seen it.
Okay.
And I know whenever they go to like stay in a shelter, environment out the cold, they'll get into fights. And usually it's non-homeless people starting it with the homeless people and end up somebody getting stabbed or shot.
Wow.
And it's usually 24/7 at the IRC, either somebody getting stabbed or somebody getting shot. That's why I don't go up there. It's a resource center, but I mean, they let them people do a lot of stuff that they normally wouldn't allow back then because the lady that started it was working there until she hired all these other people, and
Right.
they sort of took over.
So
wanted
it's
to
not
run their
it's
own
safe to
place.
say it's not safe up there.
Yeah, it's not. I wouldn't suggest bringing your kids or anything over there unless you strapped. Don't use your gun unless you have to, because I don't trust that place. I'm sorry.
Right. Are you battling any addictions right now?
I smoke weed.
Okay.
As far as I know, everybody smokes weed, and no offense to anybody, but God put trees on this earth. He said, "Don't go from the tree of good and evil." That's
Okay.
a tree of knowledge and what they call it? Tree of good and knowledge.
Yeah.
But God put trees out here. I experiment with stuff, but I don't experiment with that. My boy said hard drug. Hard crack ice and all that.
Yeah.
That shit ain't good for you. That's
Right.
chemicals, really. That's a
Have you
bunch
ever
of-
been addicted to any of those drugs?
I have tried it before.
Okay.
Like I don't. It's not for me.
Okay.
Pretty much. I found myself in the hospital strapped up to a whole bunch of needles.
Wow.
That woke me up. I was like, I see my mom, my grandma like that.
Wow.
Strapped up to needles and shit in the hospital.
When did that happen?
Hmm?
When did that situation you talking about happen?
2021.
Oh wow.
Oh yeah.
So what was it, like an overdose or like
Like
your
a-
body reacted the wrong way?
Yeah. Body reaction.
Okay.
Some shit you put in your body will let you know, this ain't for you. And sometimes people tend to ignore it. you know,
Right.
because you know it's a high, it's a relief from all that stuff you hold on to, you know. And, you
Right.
know, the best drug I'm gonna tell you right now that I've been doing a lot. The best drug is the Bible, man. Pick up that book, man. Pick up that book.
That's right.
It'll let you know about all that shit you smoking right now that you think is good.
That's right.
Think.
Yeah, I was just asking. I'm not judging you on that, brother.
Yeah,
I was just asking. A lot of people I interview, they do have addictions.
yeah.
This channel is kind of somewhat based on addictions, just a little bit, but not really. It's really based on real life stories.
Right.
You know, everybody has a story, and your story is much different than a lot of people that I interview. So I definitely want to stay in contact with you, brother. I don't want to get everything in the first interview. I want to kind of just like follow your life steps from this point on, if it's okay.
Yeah, that's straight.
Yeah.
That's fine by me.
Yeah,
Actually,
man,
like,
and hopefully you can start making your way out of these bad situations that you might be in. You know what I'm saying? I do want to try to help you get your documents, man. So you can't even work right now because you don't have like your ID and stuff?
The only work I've done is at under a table. And companies, I mean, like, I've gone to these places and tried to get a job. I've told them I don't have no documents, but I'm willing to work. Like,
Right.
you can give me hours, you can give me holidays, I don't care. Like, I like working.
Do any of those places like let you do it?
Some of them, I mean, majority 6, 7 of them I work at right now.
Okay.
They'll let me come in under the table and do certain stuff and leave out, you know, get paid, you know. Well, I got one guy, he worked at them sneakers place down there. Wanna hire me. It like, you ain't gotta worry about your documents and none of that. Just, you know, work on that while you're here. I'm like, bro, like, I don't wanna put your company at jeopardy because, you know, stuff like that. Like, I could get people in trouble like that.
Right.
By just working there with no documents. They can't, you know, file no taxes and stuff. Like, that can get me in trouble. You know,
right, but I never really met nobody specifically in the situation that you're in, but I know it's got to be a way around
it's a way. I know. Like, I go to that immigration place over there. Every time I go over there, it's closed. Like, I don't know their hours and stuff. So there is like help around here I could get. They just trying to figure out what time y'all open up. They ain't got no time sheet on their door or nothing. So I'm like,
okay. So if any viewers out there watching this video, if y'all know anything about immigration, anything about helping immigrants get their documents, tap in with us, man. Get in the comment section. You can hit my Gmail. It's in the bio. We want to help this brother get his documents, man, and at least get him started. You know, for what he done said so far, he's been through a lot. You know, and we don't want to let those situations keep you at like a standstill. We want to keep you going. You know, and hopefully things will get much better. If anybody wanted to contact you, do you have a way they can do that? Do you have like a Cash App or Instagram, Facebook, any social media sites?
I do have a social. It's just Mac Neal. It's my Facebook.
Okay.
It's NACNEAL.
Okay.
I do have a Cash App. I ain't gonna be able to recall what my Cash App tag is. I don't really do donations, really. I like to work for everything I got.
Well, it's all good, brother. If anybody did want to donate
if you do
to
donate anything, please just donate it to the what is it?
So you can't remember your Cash App?
It's like a $, MAC. I got a Gmail.
Yeah, let's just shout that cash app out just in case if somebody did want to help.
You know what? You can just send it to old buddy that I live with. It's $ Oliver, OLIVER 26. That's it.
Okay, and that's your cash app?
No, that's my friend Cash App. I can get the money out from his account.
Okay,
Cash App.
so if you do send this brother something, make sure y'all put it's for him so his friend to know. And yeah, man, thank you for doing this interview, man. I want to stay in touch with you, so I'm gonna give you all my information right after this interview. Stay in contact with me, okay? All right, thank you for doing the interview.
Appreciate
God
you,
bless
man.
you.
Appreciate y'all.
All right.